what feels like a statement. Goalkeeper Henry Avakian plays for just the second time since his game. It is a more modest 2 Portugal changes.
Welcome to the highlights of Portugal's emphatic clash against Armenia, a night filled with excitement, passion, and sheer football brilliance. Under the guidance of Roberto Martinez, Portugal stepped onto the pitch carrying not only high hopes but also the weight of expectation. With Cristiano Ronaldo leading from the front, the team looked confident, motivated, and hungry to deliver. The atmosphere before kickoff was electric, the fans buzzing in anticipation, and every eye on the Portuguese side that promised attacking flair and clinical finishing. This wasn't just another qualification game, this was a chance for Portugal to stamp their authority, to show once again why they are considered among the strongest sides in Europe. Armenia, meanwhile, knew they had a monumental task ahead, facing a Portugal team stacked with talent across every position, from the defense marshaled by Ruben Dias, to the creativity of Bruno Fernandes, and the lethal instincts of Ronaldo. From the very first whistle, it was clear this was going to be a night where Portugal would not only dominate possession but also create chance after chance. The tempo was set high, the passing crisp, and the intent obvious, to strike early and unsettle Armenia's defense. Roberto Martinez had spoken about patience and discipline, but within moments, his side showed that their attacking quality was too overwhelming to be contained. For fans watching, this was the perfect stage. Ronaldo chasing records, young stars like João Felix eager to prove themselves, and the entire team determined to make a statement. As the players lined up, the energy was undeniable, and you could sense something special was about to unfold. These highlights will take you through every key moment of Portugal's dominance, from the first breakthrough to the final whistle of an unforgettable night. Portugal entered this match with just 2 changes from their Nations League final lineup, and both adjustments carried weight. João Cancelo, who had missed the triumph through injury, returned to add his trademark energy on the flanks, offering both defensive solidity and an attacking outlet. Alongside him, João Felix was handed his first start since November, a clear sign from Roberto Martinez that he wanted flair and unpredictability in attack. This was a big moment for Felix, a player with enormous potential and plenty to prove after a spell of mixed form at club level. The return of these 2 players instantly gave Portugal's setup a sharper edge, balancing creativity and control. The rest of the squad looked settled, with Ruben Dias anchoring the defense, Bruno Fernandes orchestrating the midfield, and Cristiano Ronaldo once again leading the line as captain and talisman. On the bench, further talent waited in case Martinez wanted to adjust the rhythm later in the game, but even from the start, Portugal's 11 looked powerful and ready to dominate. Before kickoff, the mood carried a touch of emotion as a tribute was made to Diogo Jota, a reminder of the unity and spirit that drives this squad. Armenia, meanwhile, approached the contest with the knowledge that they would need extraordinary resilience to contain Portugal's firepower. Their defense would be tested early and often, and their strategy relied heavily on discipline and counterattacking opportunities. But with the likes of Cancelo and Felix back in the fold, Portugal looked well equipped to stretch Armenia's shape and exploit every gap. This was more than just team news, it was the foundation of what would soon unfold, a performance that combined Portugal's established stars with players eager to make their mark. From the very first whistle, Portugal showed their intent, moving the ball quickly and pressing Armenia high up the pitch. It didn't take long for that pressure to pay off. In the 10th minute, João Felix marked his return in the best possible way, timing his run perfectly and finishing calmly to give Portugal an early 1-0 lead. The crowd erupted, and for Roberto Martinez, it was the perfect start, exactly the kind of sharpness he wanted to see from his team. Armenia tried to respond, pushing forward with a free kick shortly after, but the effort took a deflection and rolled harmlessly wide of the goal. That moment summed up their struggles. While they could reach Portugal's half, their final touch was never sharp enough to trouble the defense. Portugal, on the other hand, looked dangerous every time they advanced. Just 10 minutes after the opener, Pedro Neto found space on the wing and delivered a superb cross into the box. Cristiano Ronaldo, as always, was ready, rising above his marker and guiding the ball into the net to double Portugal's advantage. It was a classic Ronaldo finish, and another record added to his already unmatched tally. At 2-0, Portugal looked completely in control, moving the ball with ease and pinning Armenia deep into their own half. As the game reached the half-hour mark, João Cancelo joined the action, driving forward and unleashing a strike that Armenia's keeper could not stop. The ball hit the back of the net, and Portugal celebrated their third goal of the night. The half continued with chance after chance, Nuno Mendes coming agonizingly close to adding a fourth just before the whistle. By halftime, the scoreboard showed 3-0, but the dominance on the pitch felt even greater. The second half began with the same intensity Portugal had shown before the break, and almost instantly, they struck again. Just moments after the restart, Cristiano Ronaldo produced a moment of brilliance, reminding everyone why he remains one of the greatest of all time. Picking up the ball in space, he unleashed a stunning effort that flew past the goalkeeper and into the net. It was a classic Ronaldo goal, power, precision, and pure confidence. The captain's beaming smile told the story, while the Armenian defense looked deflated at 4-0. Portugal weren't finished there. Ronaldo, full of energy, continued to threaten, coming close again with another effort that nearly added to his tally. Bruno Fernandes also got in on the action, drifting into space and firing just wide of the post, showing how relentless Portugal were in attack. Armenia tried to fight back with a rare attempt through Eduard Spurzian, their captain, whose strike was on target but dealt with confidently by the Portuguese keeper. However, Armenia's resistance could not last. Around the 70th minute, João Felix delivered his second of the night with an extraordinary improvised finish. It was a goal full of creativity and quick thinking, the kind that highlighted why he is considered one of Portugal's brightest young stars. With that, the scoreline stretched to 5-0, and the match felt beyond doubt. Every Portugal attack carried menace, every forward run looked like it could end in another goal. Armenia were chasing shadows, unable to cope with the pace and variety of Portugal's forward play. As the minutes ticked by, Martinez's side continued to dominate possession, dictating the tempo and enjoying the freedom to showcase their attacking quality. It was a ruthless display, a reminder that Portugal's depth and talent is simply overwhelming. As the match entered its closing stages, Portugal showed no signs of easing off, even with the result all but secured. The players kept pushing forward, eager to test the Armenian defense and perhaps add more to the tally. Every time they advanced, there was a sense of danger, as if another goal was just around the corner. Armenia, to their credit, tried to create something in the final minutes, pushing men forward and attempting long-range efforts, but none truly troubled the Portuguese back line. Their captain and midfielders worked hard, yet every promising move broke down under the pressure of Portugal's organized defense, led with composure by Ruben Dias. On the other side, substitutes like Pedro Goncalves and Nuno Tavares injected fresh energy, keeping the pace high and ensuring Armenia couldn't find a way back into the game. Even in the dying minutes, João Felix and Cristiano Ronaldo continued to press, showcasing their hunger for more goals. Ronaldo's movement remained sharp, dragging defenders out of position, while Felix's creativity added another spark in attack. It was clear that Roberto Martinez wanted his side to maintain discipline and control right until the final whistle, and that is exactly what they did. Armenia's late attempts were dealt with calmly, and Portugal's goalkeeper barely had to make a serious save. The crowd, already celebrating, watched on with delight as their team managed the final moments with ease. When the referee finally blew the whistle, Portugal had not only secured a resounding 5-0 victory but also sent a strong message about their form and ambition. The game ended as it had been played, Portugal dominant, Armenia overwhelmed, and fans left with the memory of a night where every attack seemed destined to create magic. At the final whistle, the scoreline told the full story, Portugal 5, Armenia 0. It was not just a win, but a statement of intent from Roberto Martinez's side, a performance that combined the brilliance of established stars with the hunger of emerging talent. João Felix marked his return with 2 superb goals, showing his class and composure on the biggest stage. Cristiano Ronaldo, once again, proved why he continues to defy age and expectations, scoring twice, including a stunning strike that reminded the world of his unmatched quality. João Cancelo added his name to the score sheet, and across the pitch, every player played their part in what felt like a complete team performance. For the fans, it was a night to remember: 5 goals, dazzling attacking football, and a defense that never looked in serious danger. Armenia, despite moments of effort and resilience, simply could not cope with Portugal's intensity and depth. This victory not only gave Portugal a perfect start under Martinez's guidance but also reinforced their status as one of Europe's most dangerous sides heading into the next challenges. The balance of experience and youth, the tactical organization, and above all, the relentless desire to score made this game a showcase of what this squad is capable of. For the supporters watching around the world, it was 90 minutes of pure entertainment and a glimpse of the bright future that lies ahead. That brings us to the end of these highlights. Portugal 5, Armenia 0, the perfect performance, the perfect result. Thank you for joining us for this coverage, and if you enjoyed reliving the goals, the drama, and the brilliance of this match, make sure to stay tuned for more exciting football highlights coming your way. And so, another memorable night comes to a close for Portugal, a performance that fans will talk about for a long time. The combination of skill, determination, and teamwork delivered a flawless victory, one that highlighted the depth of talent in this squad. Matches like these remind us why football captures our imagination: the drama, the passion, and the unforgettable moments that unfold when great players rise to the occasion. For Cristiano Ronaldo, this was another chapter in his legendary career, breaking barriers and setting standards that few can match. For João Felix, it was a night of redemption and promise, showing that he has the ability to shine brightly in Portugal's future. For Roberto Martinez, it was the reassurance that his methods and selections are working, guiding this team in the right direction. To all the supporters watching, whether in the stadium or from around the world, nights like this belong to you as well. Your energy, your belief, and your passion fuel the players on the pitch. Together, the team and the fans create the spirit of Portuguese football, a spirit that thrives on moments of brilliance like the ones we witnessed tonight. If you enjoyed these highlights, don't forget to show your support. Like this video, share it with fellow football fans, and subscribe to stay updated with every moment of action, drama, and celebration from the beautiful game. More matches, more highlights, and more unforgettable nights are yet to come. Portugal have made their statement, and the journey continues. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep the love for football alive and enjoy every kick, every pass, and every goal that makes this game the greatest of them all. As the match moved into the final stages, Portugal remained in complete control, showing composure on the ball and continuing to push Armenia back whenever they tried to break forward. The visitors made a few late attempts, looking for a consolation goal, but every effort was comfortably dealt with by the Portuguese defense marshaled by Ruben Dias. Roberto Martinez made changes to keep the energy high, with players like Pedro Goncalves and Nuno Tavares coming on to maintain the pressure. Even with a 5-goal cushion, Portugal kept their intensity, moving the ball quickly and creating half-chances in search of more. Cristiano Ronaldo and João Felix still looked lively in attack, testing the Armenian back line until the very end. Armenia's players worked hard and showed resilience, but the gulf in quality was clear, and they struggled to create any clear openings. The crowd sensed the inevitability of the result, cheering every pass and enjoying the dominance of their team. As the referee blew the final whistle, Portugal had secured a commanding 5-0 victory, closing out a game that showcased both their attacking brilliance and defensive discipline. At full-time, the scoreboard told the story of total dominance: Portugal 5, Armenia 0. It was a night where every part of the team clicked perfectly, from the defense keeping things tight to the midfield dictating the tempo and the forwards finishing with ruthless precision. João Felix shined brightly with 2 goals, marking his return in style, while João Cancelo added another to underline his importance. And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo once again stole the spotlight, scoring twice, including a spectacular strike that reminded everyone why he remains one of the greatest to ever play the game. For Roberto Martinez, this result was the perfect statement of intent, showing that his Portugal side is more than ready for the challenges ahead in World Cup qualification. Armenia battled with spirit, but the difference in quality was clear throughout the 90 minutes. For Portuguese fans, this was more than just 3 points, it was a celebration of football, a glimpse of the strength, depth, and ambition that defines this team, and that wraps up the highlights of Portugal's emphatic 5-0 victory over Armenia in the World Cup qualification. A performance filled with goals, moments of magic, and the kind of dominance that shows exactly why Portugal are considered one of the strongest teams in the competition. Cristiano Ronaldo's brilliance, João Felix's flair, and the team's overall balance made this a night to remember for fans. Thank you for watching these highlights and reliving every key moment of this unforgettable game. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more football highlights and coverage of all the biggest matches. Stay tuned, because more exciting action is just around the corner. Another memorable night comes to a close for Portugal, a performance that fans will talk about for a long time. The combination of skill, determination, and teamwork delivered a flawless victory, one that highlighted the depth of talent in this squad. Matches like these remind us why football captures our imagination, the drama, the passion, and the unforgettable moments that unfold when great players rise to the occasion. For Cristiano Ronaldo, this was another chapter in his legendary career, breaking barriers and setting standards that few can match. For João Felix, it was a night of redemption and promise, showing that he has the ability to shine brightly in Portugal's future. For Roberto Martinez, it was the reassurance that his methods and selections are working, guiding this team in the right direction. To all the supporters watching, whether in the stadium or from around the world, nights like this belong to you as well. Your energy, your belief, and your passion fuel the players on the pitch. Together, the team and the fans create the spirit of Portuguese football, a spirit that thrives on moments of brilliance like the ones we witnessed tonight. If you enjoyed these highlights, don't forget to show your support. Like this video, share it with fellow football fans, and subscribe to stay updated with every moment of action, drama, and celebration from the beautiful game. More matches, more highlights, and more unforgettable nights are yet to come. Portugal have made their statement, and the journey continues. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep the love for football alive and enjoy every kick, every pass, and every goal that makes this game the greatest of them all.